Dancing the Cha-Cha. With her partner Artem, it's Melora Hardin.
Malora, let's start with you. Where did these overwhelming feelings come from? Because you were one hot mama tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Which overwhelming feelings? The feelings of I'm gonna have fun finally and stop beating up on myself, or the feelings of beating up on myself? Which ones?
Oh, tell me about the whole journey, the emotional journey.
I think it's just been hard to not have what I normally get, which is like a real rehearsal process, and to then to be doing something that's completely new. I've never done ballroom, and I also felt like I was always really worried about letting him down, to be honest. I was worried that he was disappointed in me all the time, and not anything he was doing. It was just in my own head. I had a reality running. I had a whole tape that was just running in my head about what a disappointment I was and how irritating I was and how I couldn't get the steps fast enough and how I wasn't doing it right and how I was just such a, it was a fucking torture. And I finally woke up this morning and I turned to my husband and I said, I think I've had a little aha moment. I think I'm going to start letting myself have fun and remember my little girl joy of putting on shows in my backyard every weekend with all the neighborhood kids and getting all the boys to lift me and turn me and the girls to entrance and exit. And like, really, this is like a little girl's dream. I have all this amazing attention from this professional dancer who's so lovely, such a great dancer, but also such a great person. He's so fun to be around and work with. And then also I have like these incredible costumes, hair and makeup, a full set, a beautiful, cast of people, all trying to make me look the best I can and feel the best I can. Everyone here is so kind. The whole crew is incredible. The producers and everyone, like this show runs beautifully. And, I'm very impressed with that. And I think I was just sort of missing that. And that really is kind of, in a weird way, my favorite part of everything I do, as far as like, I love all the behind the scenes of every movie, every TV show. I'm always like chatting with the grips and the electricians, and, they're very earthy people for the most part. So I kind of was missing all that shit because I was all up in my head, like having a fucking battle in there.
Did tonight's scores and judges' feedback and viewers' participation in voting for you give you that like confidence that you were looking for?
It did. It really did. It was what it really was I had made a decision that I was going to have fun come hell or high water, even if it meant getting kicked off the show. I was going to have fun tonight, and I was going to connect with Artem because he is my rock in this. Like, he is my rock in this, right? He's my partner. So I know if I can look in his eyes and like we can connect, then at least I've done that, and I know I can do that. Even if I get the steps wrong or whatever, I can connect with him. So I just thought to myself, I'm going to do that. And then the reflection back from that just that one move, which was just a very simple move, that the judges responded like they did, that the fans responded like they did. They're on Twitter and Instagram. They're saying what an inspiration I am to watch, and how they were like in tears, and how they felt so inspired, and they thought it was so hot and so sexy and so fun. And it's like, well, that's great, because that means that I'm not wrong, that like when I'm torturing myself, it reads.
Definitely. And Artem, as you're sitting here listening to her, what are your initial thoughts and feedback, and how are you kind of helping her relax and trust you as a pro?
It's a very interesting process because you get to know each other very quickly, because you put in a situation where you have to do the same thing and have the same goals in a very short period of time. And like, you kind of get to know quickly, like, what struggles are, what the great points of it. Like, it's almost like, I'm going to hate to use this word because it's like speed dating. in a sense. And as well, you put in a situation where you have to do the same exactly thing. So it's like you're a team player, and you cannot coexist without that, And hearing the point of like me being disappointed, and I totally understand where it comes from, because like I've done many seasons of Dancing with the Stars, and it's the same feedback. It's the same feedback. Well, I just didn't want to disappoint you because you're the professional dancer on the show. We didn't want to make look you the bad one, And I always say one thing: the only one thing that I would be disappointed in, if you will not enjoy this experience, if you will not show your love for what this is, That's the only way I could be feeling like, bummer it wasn't that. Stepwise, like Melora said, it comes and goes. It's never going to be 100% perfect, ever. It doesn't matter, because even being a professional dancer, when you perform and you compete in actual competitions, you're never perfect. And you put years and years and years and years into the training. So I think the most important part for me, seeing my partner go out there, actually have fun, smiling, doing steps, and being like, I'm having the blast. I'm having the time of my life doing it. That's what makes me feel like, okay, we're good,
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if steps were right or wrong. I honestly, I care a little bit. Yes, I'm not gonna lie.
Of course you
But
care.
that
I care.
is not what people are here for. And I can give you multiple examples of other people who maybe not have been the best dancer, but they were the most rewarded people on the show, And just capturing that moment would mean absolutely world to me. And even today's performance, like I even told Melora from the get-go, like we did dress run, and I came down, dress was like, wow, this is really good. Like, what happened? What did you do? And it's kind of like clicked. It's clicked in the sense, like I've seen her doing it and smiling and like having a great time and dancing, and like the whole body language is changing, and seeing that was a huge accomplishment for me to see. And
Yeah,
definitely
of course. Of course, especially because the show's all about progression, not perfection, which is a huge thing to remember. Last question. Disney Week is next week. Who are some of your Disney heroes?
Oh my gosh, there's so many good ones. I mean, of course, all the princesses are so adorable and lovely. I particularly mentioned to the story producer people that I liked Cinderella because she's kind of like connected to the earth and connected to the animals. I particularly like Cinderella when she's not in the ball gown. I like it when she's in her rags and she's like has the little bird on her finger and stuff. I'm not doing Cinderella, by the way. I'm not allowed to tell you who I'm doing.
I was just talking to JoJo and she said she was doing Cinderella and then admitted she's actually never seen Cinderella before.
No
Isn't that
way.
crazy?
No. Well, I'm going to tell her that she needs to do a little focusing on Cinderella because Cinderella is just like, Cinderella, what I love about her is she's a hard worker. She works really hard, but she works joyfully. And I actually can learn that lesson from Cinderella because I am a really hard worker. Artem will tell you I am a hard worker.
Very much.
I am a hard worker,
yeah.
But I'm going to be working more joyfully in my hard work on this show. And for as long as I get to be lucky enough to be on it, I'm going to work hard, more joyfully, the way Cinderella does.
Well, you're our real life Cinderella on Dancing with the Stars. Thank you guys so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.